What is going on today, folks? January 27, 2026. Let's see what we got in store for us today. It looks like a percent sign. Fun. Okay, wow, okay. I've been liking the challenges lately. They've been a lot more difficult, a lot more difficult than they seem initially. So it's definitely been interesting solving them because you kind of start with one solution and you end up with like a totally different solution. At least that's the case for me. Maybe I don't think through the solution fully, which is why I end up changing it. But here we have a percent sign. It seems like there is that diagonal bar down the middle, and it seems to be like two different. I don't know if those green rectangles are like. I'm trying to think. I don't think I could get a border that looks like that with just the green rectangles. Uh, I'd have to see how that works. We could try it, but I'm thinking of having potentially an item with a box shadow and another item with a box shadow, and they're both offset by the same amount, and then just a third item, which is that diagonal slash, if I may. I think that's the path I'm gonna take. So three items. Let's do. We'll go and star margin 50. Again, not needed here, and we'll do background black just to see what we're doing. So we're a bit on the right and left seems like it's good. On the top and bottom, maybe we could do 40. Okay, that's good. Here I'm thinking to have a p tag followed by another p tag followed by another p tag. Uh, let's see. No, let's not do that. Hold on a second. Let's think this through. We have essentially what is a linear gradient at a slight angle, so I can get away with not using an element for that, but rather just a background for my HTML, right? And now these can be radial gradients, two separate ones, because I don't think I can offset them like that. I'm gonna have to mess around with it, and then that could be a conic gradient. So wait, I might not even need any elements. Let's let's start with that. Okay, let us start with that. Okay, I'll go ahead and do this. We'll do a linear gradient. I don't know what angle. Let's say 70, 70, 70 degrees from transparent to this to transparent again. Okay, I think I have inverted it by mistake. So we'll go negative 70. Does that look about right? Wow, I think I may have gotten it. Okay, we'll do 0. No, actually, I don't need 0 here. 100 px, and then 0 here. That's too far in. Maybe 50? What am I doing? 200? 200? Wait, do I have it inverted? Wait a minute, okay. So this, I'd say this one is going to be, so this little shape here, 125 to 190. So that is 75 minus 1065. So let's go to 65 px. Okay, and then here's 0. Okay, something is off here. If I go 1, no, 2. Okay, Why is that 250? Okay, 150. Okay. So we're going from, it seems like left to right because if it's a negative, uh, so 150 from this side it's starting, and then 265. So it should go to 215? No, 210. Oh, it's just like a hair. Okay, 151? No, 149. And 209? Okay, fantastic. So that's the linear gradient, and above that, I'm going to put a radial gradient to get these little ellipses. But it's going to be, it's going to be hassle to kind of get it to line up where I want it. I'm thinking, do I just go box shadow and then a conic gradient above that? I don't know. Let's see. What is the right way to do this? Like, and it's what's the difference here? So if I go from 70 to 70 to, I don't know, 38. So it's kind of like 30, 32 or something. And then I don't know, from here we go 48 to 91. That's almost like 50. So there's a difference in the borders if I did borders. Um, let's just, you know what? I keep talking. Let's actually just get a P tag here. And let's see what happens if I start styling this one. So if I go, we'll do a background red, red, and then with that, I'm going to do a width and a height. So we have 90 to 110. So we'll go width 20 px. I don't need the px values. Height, we have 70 to 130, 60. So that's what I think that bar should be. And I'm just going to position this now. Let's just go margin negative 10 px, 10 px. Let's go 0. Oh, that was, let's go, let's do 20. Oh, 40 pixels, and then top and bottom. It's not working here. So it's right and left. And okay, now actually, forget about that for now. So, so if I go border, border, solid, this color, right? And then I could do, but the border radius. That's my problem. The border radius. I don't want it to affect the shape. I want it to affect the border. I don't know how. I think there is something I could do, but I can't remember what it is. Border width. I think it was 30, 40. And then border radius. Yeah, I'm gonna be chasing this all day. So either the let's okay. I'm just gonna put a pin in this for now, and let's try a radial gradient. So we'll go radial gradient, and we're gonna do 0 to, first of all, it'll be this color, to transparent, and it's gonna be, we'll go 0 to, so that's 30 plus the, go 50 px, and then here we'll do 0. 40. Oh, because it's kind of like, what if I can I rotate this one 90 no, I can't. That would have been cool. I mean, it does make sense, does it? So we have this radial gradient, but I want it to be, I don't want it to be a perfect circle because I would throw it off. Like, it needs to be like an ellipses. It's taller than it is wide, so that can't. Can I use radial gradient? Because the container is wider and it wants to place it in the center. So what if I just, let's see what happens if I try to position this. So if I go 0, 0, and then what are we at? To 150 px. Okay, so if I make it now taller than it is wide, so let's go to so that's a bit much. So if I go 200, oh, this is gonna be brutal. So okay, 150. Okay, we'll go from 50 to 150. So it's 100. Go 100 wide, and then the height would be 40 to 160. So 40, 120. So 120. Okay, no repeat. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do this. Ooh, just gonna get rid of this. And then I'm gonna follow that off with another one, but I'm gonna offset this one to be, I don't know, 50 px, 150 px, 200 px. That seems about right, and then down 100 px. Wow, lucky guess. Okay, followed by now a conic gradient. So conic gradient, um, just those little blue rectangles. We're gonna go with transparent, 75%, and then this color, 25%. And now we're just gonna shrink it. So we'll just go with 0, 0. Rather, I think it will be, go from 40 to 70, whatever that is, 30. It's right and left, 30 px, and then over 50 to 90, 40 px. Okay, so it's just right where I want it. Now we need to make it significantly smaller, so I'll go 50 px to start. Did I? A bit off. I'll do 50, 40. Wow. And now the height should be, okay. height should be, I don't know, 50 px. 60, 70, 80, 150, 130, 120. Fantastic. And I'm going to take this again. Same story, but I'm going to offset this. Now, instead of 40, it's going to be 240. And instead of 30, it's going to be 130. I'm only taking that because of these here. It's 200. This was 200 over to the right, and then 100 down. Same story, 40, 200 over to the right, 30, 100 down. So let's see, submit. 99.9. Oh, I hate these. Um, let's see, what did I do wrong? 70 degrees, 149. 209. Is it in the diagonal? I think it's in the circles. 51, I don't know. 49. Nope, that's not it either. 50.5. 49.5. All right. 50. 130. But what's the problem here? I don't know if I should. Not sure. It's already been 17 minutes. I don't want to take up too much more time. But, so radial gradient. 51. It's interesting. Okay. I don't think it's a positioning issue. It's just, I feel like it's just a feathering on the edges. I don't know if I hate when this happens because it's just like just chasing the pixel pushing at this point. Hmm. If I do 41, 101, 99, 100. So let's go 99.5. Maybe a little bit better. What on earth? So 99.5. I push it what? 0.5 down? No, it doesn't. It just doesn't. Negative? Nah, it's not. I mean, these numbers are. I feel like these numbers are right. Just. Oh well, I'm gonna minify my answer and probably just submit it anyway. I'm Now I'm starting to think like I used the wrong approach. Okay, what else do we got? We could probably get rid of these all. And yeah, anyway. 391, submit one more time for 99.9%. Bummed. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow, hopefully with better luck. But take care. Bye bye.